everyone, and welcome back to KiraStyle Garden. I'm so glad you are here. Have you ever looked at the fallen branches in your backyard and seen a masterpiece waiting to happen? Today, we are turning those humble twigs into stunning high-end garden ornaments. Get ready to transform your outdoor space with earthy, organic elegance, all for almost nothing. Hold this in your hands. It feels like holding a little piece of the forest floor. We are weaving these slender birch twigs, round and round, until they form this perfect organic sphere. Do you see how the bright green moss peeks through those tiny gaps? It is so simple, yet so incredibly tactile. Just tuck it into a hollow tree or nestle it among some stones. It is a quiet, earthy detail that makes your garden feel truly alive. There is something so magical about a star shape, especially when it is made from something as humble as a fallen oak branch. We are just lashing these together with a bit of rough jute, tightening the knots, until they suddenly transform into these sharp geometric starbursts. Imagine them swaying gently under a porch beam in the afternoon sun. They catch the light beautifully, adding a touch of rustic whimsy to your outdoor sanctuary without costing a single cent. Think of these as little pedestals for your favorite tiny plants. We are lining up these weathered dogwood twigs, side by side, and binding them tight with hemp rope. It is rhythmic work, very calming. The result is this sturdy miniature raft that is just perfect for a small potted fern. It lifts the plant off the ground, giving it a stage. It is such a clean, organized way to display the messy beauty of nature. A heart doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. We are taking these short vertical twigs and mounting them onto reclaimed cedar, building the shape piece by piece. Notice the different textures. The rough bark against the smooth wood. It is a labor of love, really. When you hang this on a shed wall or a fence, it tells a story. It is a warm, handmade welcome that feels both rugged and incredibly sweet. This project is all about the shadows. We are building a hollow cube, intersecting these dark cherry twigs to create a delicate, airy cage. It is light as a feather but has such a strong architectural presence. Place it right over a small candle on your garden table. As the sun begins to set, the light filters through the twig lattice, casting these long, intricate patterns across the wood. It is pure, effortless garden atmosphere. Let's build something with a bit of height. We are taking these bits of sun-bleached driftwood and arranging them in a slow, graceful, upward spiral. It starts wide at the base and tapers to a fine point, mimicking the shape of a tiny evergreen. It is a minimalist sculpture that looks sophisticated but feels completely organic. It stands so tall and proud on the grass, a tiny monument to the beauty we find right under our feet. Even the most basic terracotta pot can be transformed with a little texture. We are tying a fringe of peeled, pale twigs around the rim, securing them with a bit of raffia. It looks like a little crown, doesn't it? It softens the hard edges of the clay and brings an earthy, artisan feel to your potting bench. It is a quick detail, but it makes your garden plants look like they belong in a high-end boutique. Air plants are so ethereal, so they need a home that feels just as light. We are crossing these twigs into a simple open lattice, creating a tiny cradle that lets the air flow through. Just nestle the plant right in the center. It is so weightless you can hang it almost anywhere, from a fence or a low-hanging branch. It is a beautiful, symbiotic pairing of living greenery and silvered, weathered wood. There is a real strength in simplicity. We are taking 4 long straight birch sticks and tying them at the very top, letting the legs splay out into a perfect pyramid. It is such a clean, modern silhouette. Even though it is made from scraps, it looks like a piece of high-end garden art. It defines the space around it, adding a sense of structure and balance to your flower beds or a minimalist tabletop display. Listen to that. The soft, muted clatter of wood on wood. We have sanded these twigs down until they are smooth to the touch and hung them from a single branch with colorful thread. They don't ring like metal, they whisper. As the breeze moves through the garden, these chimes dance and sway, creating a gentle percussive soundtrack. It is a wonderful way to add movement and sound to your favorite quiet corner. Time seems to slow down when you are in the garden. This decorative clock face is made by radiating twigs outward from a central disc, like a wooden sunburst. Each twig has its own unique shade of brown or tan, creating this rich, natural gradient. It is a focal point that draws the eye in. Even though it doesn't tick, it reminds us to stop, breathe, and appreciate the slow, steady rhythm of the natural world. It is truly incredible what we can create when we look at nature through an artistic lens. From those rhythmic twig spheres to the architectural pyramids, these small touches bring a soul to the garden that money simply cannot buy. If you feel inspired to start crafting, please hit that like button and subscribe to KiraStyle Garden for more organic DIY inspiration. I would love to hear which of these 11 ideas was your favorite, so let me know in the comments below.